to Biotrek Sailing. We are Pierre, Lisa, and our furry friend Tiller, sailing around the world in our Outremer 5X catamaran. In our last video, we stopped at St Helena Island on our sail from Namibia to Brazil. It's halfway between these two destinations. We did the Napoleon tour to visit Longwood House where Napoleon was exiled, and we climbed Jacob's Ladder to get the view from the top. Antoine, the crew on 2 canoes, took advantage of the hills to jump off them because he likes to paraglide. We had a display of color from the anchorage every time the sun was setting. We just had such good weather when we were in St Helena. It was fabulous.
There's a boat leaving way off in the distance there.
The anchorage is very deep at St Helena Island, and while they've put moorings in, they haven't been maintained, so we weren't allowed to use them because they'd had an accident just a couple weeks ago where a boat drifted onto the rocks after the mooring broke. Because we were anchored in over 80 feet of water, Pierre wanted to dive on the anchor to make sure all was clear below, which it was. We had a little glitch with the windlass when we were ready to leave and left shortly after Palm and Great Circle after we got it sorted out.
Okay, we're just on the moor and we just left St Helena Island and we have Aileen on board.
We were lucky to have Aileen on board, and she felt lucky too because now she was on a fast boat and would be in time for carnival when we got to Brazil. We were close to Pump 3 and Great Circle for the entire passage. This was completely downwind, and Pump 3 and Biotrek were flying spinnakers the whole way. Great Circle had to use other head sails because they had lost their A2 on the way to St Helena Island.
Gravel road, I've been asked to slow down. Fireplace, do you know how? Piles of paper, my desk is out. Who will care for the world now?
So we can see Pump 3 and we're going to cross courses. We're very close.
Pump 3 is on a collision course with us. We have the spinnaker up and a reef in the mainsail.
So we're both on port tack, but in sailing rules, actually, it should be Pump 3 giving way to us. But, you know, we'll be polite.
It's not a sailing rule, it's a deviation too, it's the same thing, same rules. One that has the other one on the right must give way.
So it's Bernard, the crew on Pump 3, who just called us up and asked, what are we going to do? Anyways, well, I woke Pierre up because I'm like, what are we going to do?
But it's a moonless dark night and we can just see their lights. And it's actually not obvious to maneuver easily when you've got the spinnaker up. So Pierre took the helm and manually steered to help prevent the spinnaker from collapsing. If they had their spinnaker up with no main, it wouldn't be clear which tack they were on, so I called up Bernard to ask him.
So I just called Bernard up on channel 16 while we switched to 72, and I asked him, does he have his main up? Because we couldn't really see it. It's kind of dark tonight. And he said, no, they're spinnaker only. And so I said, well, are you straight downwind or not? Because it wasn't clear if they were on port or starboard tack. He said they were starboard, but Pierre said even if they were straight downwind, all he had to do was move the boom a bit and then he could say he was on starboard, and that meant they had right away. Anyways, just kind of a fun conversation in the middle of the night. Right?
That's it.
Lucy Tiller, just an eye-opening. She's sound asleep. Sorry to bother you. Pierre, just all by himself, jibed the boat and took the reef out of the main. He was supposed to wake me up, and by the time I got up, it was all done. Even though you said it took you a bit of time. Because you did slowly, going by yourself.
If I'm by myself, I go very, very slow. Great Circle says I move slow, kind of like an old man. But they say we still sail fast.
Okay, so where are we and what's going on?
Well, we're trying to make the best of things. So So I'm trying to play the odds here of going up. This is Rumline, of course, since we left, by going up a bit. And still trying to stay outside of the high pressure area or no wind area, and not increase our distance too much. It's always the same.
I made some banana bread. So I know Claire was wondering whether we should have gone further north to get the wind, which is what some of the predictions were saying. Some of them were saying to go south, but looks like it paid off today. So we have good stable wind. The boat's sailing well, very smooth, and I'm about to make lunch. I'm going to make some fish cakes. What am I going to make? Fish cakes, tomato salad, squash, and we still have some corn. So we like to eat our big meal in the middle of the day when we're sailing. So let's get started. Taking the mainsail down. How's the night watch going?
Hello! It's been perfect. Night full of stars. Shooting stars a lot.
Oh, shooting stars.
Shooting stars.
And
Perfect wind.
And a nice moon up there behind you.
Yes.
Look at that. I can even see it with the camera.
It's really nice. Really, really nice.
It's February 3rd, and we're halfway across. And there's our stop in St Helena Island. The wind's been a little bit shifty. Today it's such smooth sailing that we're going to have a proper lunch on the table. So smooth today. And there's Claire hand stirring like he likes to do.
So beautiful.
We're about to have sunset. On a long passage like this, the days kind of meld into each other once we're in the rhythm. And on BioTrek, Pierre always wants to do the first night watch. He's on from 9 to midnight. And well, really 6 to midnight because he's pretty much there. And Eileen and I are taking turns. We've got a kind of a 2-day alternating schedule where one of us gets up at midnight and the other gets up at 3, and then we switch the next day. And that's working really well. We're getting enough sleep, and I kind of like that schedule of switching it up, and that way one person gets to see sunrise and the other, does the dark night. But right now, with the moon only coming up around midnight, Pierre's doing the super dark period. And the winds are very light. It makes it easy sailing. Without the mainsail, we don't go as fast, but we're not really worried about the spinnaker collapsing. And also we keep our net jib up, which will prevent having an hourglass formation, hopefully. So a little bit less worry with that. Anyways, we're just getting ready to go to bed for another night. I'm on the midnight, so it's sunset now, and I'll be starting to relax and get ready to try to sleep. And I'm just making a little pizza and then off to bed for me. Just lost wind. Pump 3 has more wind than us, and streets are low wind area. Just about to have sunrise. We can see some color peeking up in the sky. This is day 6 of our passage, and we've got about 6 more days to go, so halfway there. It's been easy because we're straight downwind, and it's been difficult because we're straight downwind. Generally, we're taking down either the spinnaker or the mainsail at night, and then putting both are up in the morning, so full main and spinnaker. Eileen is up. bed right now.
Okay.
We're 2 days away from port. It's been very similar sail every day, kind of struggling to find enough wind, straight downwind, a little bit of driving back and forth. And right now we're just trying to keep the speed up. We haven't had any storms and it's been pretty smooth sailing. I mean, just a fairly easy passage.
Jump right into the cabin? Where is it? Oh, Timber, no, don't kill it. Don't kill it. You want to pick it up here? I'll take the dog away. Yes, it's still alive. Let's throw it back. So you have to pick it up by the, yeah, like that. Yeah.
It's a nice blue one, eh?
That's very beautiful. It's gonna live for another day, Tiller. Okay? It's gonna live for another day.
It's been such a boring day that that's about the most interesting thing that happened all day.
Jump in the cabin.
That's surprising.
We just took it easy tonight, and I made some banana bread, and I'm also making a ham, and it'll be ready when the sun is up, and it's just starting to pop now. Pierre just got up. We reduced sail for Eileen's watch because the wind had gone up. Of course, as soon as we did, then the wind went down again. But we like to take it easy at night and not take risks. That's ham cooked in Guinness. It's going to be very yummy for breakfast.
Ham, coleslaw, and some home fries.
Who told you that?
Here's a little game of hide and seek we play with Tiller.
No. Stay. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
On these long passages, Pierre does a rigging check every morning and every night.
Taking down the mainsail. It's almost down.
Right, as soon as we get it done, the wind drops.
Yeah, that's it. Down to 3:15 last time. And it's straight down.
And straight to destination.
Carnival coming!
It's pretty amazing that after such a long sail, Pum, Great Circle, and Bow Track are all so close together. We were just taking down the spinnaker when Tiller alerted us that the fishing reel was screaming and there was a fish on. It's a tiny tuna, but I'm going to have to let it go. I think it's too small. She's taking the spinnaker down. The timing's really bad. It's too small. I let it go. And we're just taking the spinnaker down.
We're just coming into Recife. It looks like we could be coming into Fort Lauderdale, Miami. It's just high rises all along the horizon. She's looking for land.
Pum 3 arrived in port before we did, and then we arrived, and then Great Circle came in after. There's two right there, in front of the bow. All right, mainsail down. So in our next video, we'll explore Brazil before we leave for the Caribbean. Buenos dias! Stay to the end for a fun Instagram post about BioTrek and Great Circle. We contribute to a not-for-profit foundation, the Alliance to Cure, which is trying to help patients that have cerebral cavernous malformation. To find out more about it, please visit our website. And if you'd like to contribute also, you can find the link on our website or below.